Let's lock in and get deep for a second. When trauma goes unhealed, it doesn't just live in our memories, it rewires how we see ourselves, others, and the world. Over time, that pain can distort perceptions so much that we develop what feels like trauma psychosis. And this is a state where the emotional past feels more real than the present moment, and our reactions are fueled more by old wounds than by what's actually happening now. Now, I say this with so much love, but unchecked trauma becomes rot at the root, and it creates blockages. Trauma is not only what happened to you, it's also what never had the chance to heal. Unprocessed pain creates energetic and physical blockages in life. Missed opportunities, sabotaged relationships, self-doubt that feels like truth, unexplained pains in your body, emotional imbalance, losing your edges, and so on and so forth. Now, these blockages aren't just bad luck. They're often the mind trying to help you by protecting you from repeating past harm, even when the danger isn't real anymore. And on an even deeper level, that trauma often turns into jealousy or revenge thinking for a lot of people, because their own life feels paused by trauma. And seeing someone else move forward can feel like a personal attack. We see it all the time. They might think things like, why them and not me? Especially if they believe that the other person hasn't suffered as they have. And this can spiral into resentment, jealousy, or revenge fantasies. And not because they're evil, or maybe they are, but at the root, it's because their brain is trying to regain a sense of justice, control, and fairness, but it's distorted. And if they could learn how to process that honestly and allow themselves to be vulnerable, they would often find underneath all of that, there's usually grief. Grief for the years that they lost, and the self that they could have been, and the life that they wanted. Jealousy and revenge thinking drains energy that can be used for healing or creating or something more productive, positively productive. The focus stays on other people's life instead of their own, which keeps the blockage in place. And they end up unintentionally reinforcing the same self-concept that the trauma gave them in the first place, that they're behind, that they are less, and that life isn't fair for them. So how do we get to a place of self-restoration? My best suggestion is to start with naming the wound. Acknowledge without shame the moments in life that froze your growth. You gotta separate perception from reality. Remind yourself that someone else's blessing isn't your loss. And then you can start redirecting the energy. So whenever feelings of jealousy and revenge surface, use that as a signal that says, I'm ready for more life. Channel it into learning self-care or building your own goals. And then allow yourself to grieve without comparison.